A peaceful night prayer before bedtime. There is something uniquely tender about the end of a day. The world gets quieter. The demands begin to slow down. And in that quieting, whatever the day carried, the good moments, the difficult ones, the unresolved situations, the conversations that are still sitting with you, the worries that had no time to surface while everything was moving, all of it begins to rise to the surface in the stillness. The end of the day is honest in a way that the middle of it rarely is. When everything stops, you find out what you are actually carrying. You may be arriving at this prayer from a day that was genuinely hard, a day that cost more than you expected it to, a day where something happened that left a mark, a conversation that did not go well, news that arrived at the wrong moment, a situation that moved in the wrong direction despite your best efforts. Or you may be arriving from a day that was simply full, not dramatic, not particularly painful, but relentlessly demanding in the way that ordinary life can be. And now that the fullness has finally stopped pressing, you discover that you are more tired than you realized. There may be a particular challenge that comes with bedtime that nobody talks about enough. The moment the activity stops and the quiet arrives, the mind often becomes its most active. The thoughts that were held at bay by busyness and obligation suddenly have space to arrive, and they arrive in quantity. The worry that was manageable, there is a reason that Psalm 4, one of the most ancient night prayers in history, specifically declares not just a hope for peace, but a bold, chosen decision about it. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. The writer was not in peaceful circumstances when he wrote that. He was under pressure, surrounded by enemies, with every reason to lie awake rehearsing what could go wrong. And yet the declaration was not a description of his circumstances. It was a declaration of his trust. He chose peace. He chose to lie down. He chose to rest. Not because everything had been resolved, but because the God who does not sleep was still watching and trusting that was enough to close his eyes. That same choice is available to you right now, at the end of this day. Whatever the day carried, however full or difficult or unresolved it was, there's a God who is present through every moment of it and who is present still, inviting you to release it all before you close your eyes. The worries, the unfinished things, the conversations still running through your mind, the tomorrow that feels too large before it has even begun, all of it can be set down right now in this prayer before sleep. Come to this prayer with everything the day left you holding, and let the God who grants sweet sleep to those he loves receive it all. If this bedtime prayer is helping you end your day in God's presence, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications. New prayers are added regularly to walk with you through every season. Before I close my eyes, I release this entire day into hands that are stronger than everything it contained. Lord, I come before you right now at the end of this day, not with a performance of peaceful composure I may not fully feel, but honestly, with everything the day actually contained. The moments that were good and the moments that were hard. The things that went as hoped and the things that did not. The interactions that left me encouraged and the ones that left me uncertain. The tasks that were completed and the ones that are still waiting. All of it. I bring all of it before you right now as an act of intentional release because Lamentations 3 gives me the perspective that makes genuine release possible. Because of your great love, I am not consumed. For your compassions never fail. They're new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I have not been consumed by today. Whatever it cost me, however much it asked of me, I am still here, still held. And tomorrow holds a fresh supply of everything I need. Mercy that has not been diminished by the difficulty of today, compassion that does not run out, faithfulness that was operating behind every moment of this day, even the ones that felt difficult or directionless. I release today into that faithfulness, and I receive the fresh mercy of tomorrow before it has even arrived. Psalm 55 says to cast my cares on the Lord, and he will sustain me, that he will never let the righteous be shaken. I receive that sustaining right now. The day is over. The cares have been cast, and the God who sustains is holding what has been released, watching through the night so that I do not have to. Peace is settling over my mind and my heart right now, like quiet waters over a restless shore. Your word says in Philippians, "For that the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard my heart and my mind in Christ Jesus." Guard, a soldier stationed specifically at the gate of my mind as I enter the night hours, not allowing anxious thoughts entry, not permitting the worries. I just release to slip back in through the unlocked door of a mind trying to rest. I receive that guard right now, positioned and vigilant at the entrance of every thought pathway that the night might try to reactivate. Even now, I receive Proverbs 3. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Sweet sleep, not reluctant sleep dragged from a mind still spinning. Not the thin, unsatisfying rest of someone who technically slept but never fully let go. Sweet sleep, the kind that comes when a person has genuinely released the day and genuinely received the peace and genuinely trusted that the God who does not sleep is watching through every hour. Isaiah 26 gives me the declaration I make over my own mind right now. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. I fix my mind on you right now, at the end of this day, before my eyes close. Not on everything unfinished, not on everything uncertain about tomorrow. On you, your character, your faithfulness, your track record of keeping every promise you have ever spoken. And as my mind fixes on you, the perfect peace, shalom, shalom, doubled and complete, settles over every restless place. 2 Thessalonians 3 verse 16 closes this section with the blessing I receive over the entire night. May the Lord of peace himself give me peace at all times and in every way. At all times, explicitly including the night hours, the waking in the dark hours, the moments between sleep where thoughts try to surface. In every way, covering every dimension of what peace means. I receive all of it right now, as my body prepares for the rest it was created to receive. God never sleeps, and while I rest, his watch over my life is completely uninterrupted. Psalm 121 gives me one of the most reassuring truths available for the night hours. He who watches over me will not slumber. He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. While I rest, God is completely awake. While my consciousness withdraws into sleep, his awareness of everything concerning me remains at full capacity. My family, my health, my circumstances, my future, all of it watched over by someone who never needs a rest from watching, who never blinks, who is never less attentive at 3 in the morning than at 3 in the afternoon. Even now, I receive the protection of Psalm 91 over this night. I will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness. The night has its own category of fears, things that feel more present in the dark than in the light, anxieties that grow larger when there's nothing to distract from them. Psalm 3 gives me the most boldly confident bedtime declaration in Scripture. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. David wrote that while enemies literally surrounded him, he was not in a safe, comfortable environment when he declared the confidence to sleep. He was in danger, and he slept anyway, because the sustaining of the Lord is not dependent on the circumstances being safe enough to sleep in. It is dependent on a God who is stronger than the danger. I declare that same confidence right now. I will lie down and sleep, and I will wake again, because you sustain me through every hour of darkness. Psalm 91 adds the dimension of angelic covering that I receive over this night. He will command his angels concerning me to guard me in all my ways. The angelic assignment does not clock out when I close my eyes. If anything, the hours of sleep, when I am most physically vulnerable, are hours of particularly attentive angelic protection. I receive that covering over this place, this home, every person in it, and every hour of the night until the morning comes. I release tomorrow before it arrives, and I choose to carry nothing into sleep that does not belong there. Lord, one of the most persistent enemies of genuine sleep is the habit of carrying tomorrow's concerns into tonight. Your word speaks to this directly in Matthew 6. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. I receive that permission right now with both hands. Tomorrow has not happened yet. Its problems, real or imagined, are not here yet. And even if they were, they would be met by the fresh mercy that Lamentations 3 promises for the morning. Worry about them tonight produces no solutions, generates no preparation, accomplishes nothing except stealing from the rest that tonight is meant to provide. Even now, I release every tomorrow-shaped anxiety I have been holding, the appointment I am uncertain about, the conversation that still needs to happen, the situation that will require a decision I do not yet feel ready to make, the outcome I cannot control, no matter how much I think about it between now and when morning comes. All of it released, not because it does not matter, but because it matters to a God. I give thanks for this day, every part of it, as the offering before I sleep. There is a quality of nighttime that is uniquely suited to gratitude, the quiet, reflective settling of a day completed, looking back over the hours with the perspective that only the end of a day provides. Your word in Psalm 92 declares that it is good to proclaim your faithfulness at night. I receive that invitation right now, not as a forced religious exercise, as a genuine act of recognition, looking back over this day and identifying the places where faithfulness was present even in the moments that felt difficult or uncertain. Even now, I think through what this day contained that deserves acknowledgement. The breath I took this morning that I did not have to earn. The food that sustained the body. The relationships that provided some form of human warmth. The moments of unexpected grace that arrived without announcement. The times I was held up when I felt I might fall. The quiet ways your hand has been present through hours that did not announce themselves as spiritual encounters. I give thanks for all of it right now. Psalm 63 speaks of remembering God on the bed, thinking of Him through the watches of the night. I receive that practice right now. As my body settles into rest, let my last conscious thoughts be thoughts of you, of your character, your goodness, your faithfulness through this specific day, your presence that was never absent even in the moments that felt most isolated. Let the final orientation of my waking mind before sleep be an orientation toward the God who is with me today and who will be with me through every hour of this night. 1 Thessalonians 5 gives me the instruction I receive. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you. All circumstances, including the ones that were genuinely hard today, including the disappointments and the difficulties and the moments that did not go as hoped. I find the grace right now to offer genuine thanksgiving even for those, trusting that what felt like loss in the day was in your hands all along, and that your hands do not waste a single. My body is being renewed, and my soul is finding its rest in the presence of God right now. If this prayer is bringing genuine peace to your heart before sleep, please share it with someone who needs to end their day in God's presence. Lord, I receive the tender image of Psalm 23 over my body and my soul right now. You make me lie down in green pastures. You lead me beside quiet waters. You refresh my soul. You make me lie down, not force, but the gentle, persuasive leading of a shepherd who knows exactly when the sheep need to stop moving and simply rest. I'm being led right now into that lying down, into the green pastures of your provision and the quiet waters of your peace. And my soul is being refreshed, genuinely, deeply, at the level that sleep alone cannot reach. Even now, I speak Psalm 116 over my own soul. Return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. Return, not find rest for the first time. Return to it, back to the original resting place, back to the home the soul was designed for, back to the peace that is the soul's natural state when it is dwelling in the presence of God. The Lord has been good to me today, even in the hard moments. Numbers 6 speaks the final blessing over this night. The Lord bless me and keep me. The Lord make his face shine on me and be gracious to me. The Lord turn his face toward me and give me peace. Your face is shining over this place right now. Your grace is resting over this night. And the peace that no circumstance can give and no circumstance can take away is filling every room, settling over every sleeping space, accompanying every breath that will be drawn in rest through every hour until the morning comes. Psalm 121 closes this prayer with a declaration that extends beyond tonight. The Lord will watch over my coming and going both now and forevermore. Not just tonight, every night. This is not a one-night arrangement. It is the permanent posture of a God who watches over the life of the one who has lifted their eyes to him. Through every day and through every night,